Guys, welcome back to Team Death Slinger. Today, we have the new restricted update, new ban list effective March 28th, 2025. I was going to react to this on Sunday, but I spoiled it for myself in the news. I guess the World Championships are running and this was posted. So we're going to react to it. I'm going to give you guys my thoughts. There's not going to be much, honestly, from a competitive standpoint. Just a cursory look. I think this looks pretty good. And then I want to answer, if you've seen what the title of the video is, we're going to talk about that a little bit. So the new ban card, one card, is the BT2 Matt Ishida. Start of your turn, if you have 2 memory or less, set your memory to 3, and then on play you return a purple Digimon card or purple option from trash to hand. Obviously, this has been being abused in purple hybrid loop. Be able to grab back the Duskmon so you can keep doing your purple hybrid thing. It's just kind of unlimited gas for the deck. I think everyone knew purple hybrid was going to get hit in one way or another. I think some people were kind of banking on the Jax raid. Some people were thinking Matt Ishida, but it looks like Matt Ishida has come through with the ban. Kind of unfortunate for some purple decks that actually use Matt Ishida as a tool to get a piece back rather than just looping with the purple hybrid. But something had to give, and it was Matt Ishida. So overall, we see purple hybrid taking the L there. New ban pair, Shoto and Mother D. No surprise there. I think a lot of people had some animosity around this combo. I think a lot of people also enjoyed this combo. In my opinion, this is kind of just a gatekeeper deck. It's kind of, if you don't have the ability to get over a 15k wall, you were just kind of locked out of being meta relevant, if that makes sense. I mean, if you can't get over 15k anyways, you probably weren't meta relevant in the first place. But it kind of makes sense. This was a problematic pair. There was a lot of funky stuff people could do, putting up a blocker and then forcing attacks and getting into blast aces, Mother D control, lots of stuff like that. Not really surprised to see it go. New restricted cards, there's 8 of them. Blinding Ray at 1. That checks out, kind of a hit to Magna X with the new adventure support that is potentially also just buffing Magna X. I'm not super surprised the BT21 stuff. It kind of had to, I think, get toned down a little bit somewhere. Blinding Ray kind of checks out. Jax Raid being at 1, it goes hand to hand with the purple hybrid stuff. This also, I believe, just kills Millith Loop, if I'm not mistaken, because now you can't be Jax Raiding to pump memory. Mirage Galgamon at 1. I think a lot of people had issues with this card. Unfortunately, I don't know how you play Mirage now if you're an actual Mirage enjoyer. I don't know what you can even do. I'm assuming we're going to get a new Mirage at some point soon, hopefully. But, this kind of hits Galaxy Loop, any of those blue control decks that are running Mirage to gain some memory back and plop control on the board, basically. So, rest in peace, Mirage. I won't miss you. I hated this card. But rest in peace to all of our Mirage players who now can't play their deck at all. We are seeing the new Fenrir Lugamon get hit. I think this is an interesting hit to Takamika. I don't know too much about the deck. I haven't played it personally. I know a lot of people are talking about the BT14 Baumon being the issue with that deck. But I guess we're hitting Fenrir Lugamon instead. Somebody else in the comments will have to tell me why that was the move, because as far as I understand, I wouldn't think that is the move. So somebody educate me on that in the comments down below. We see Kazuhamon at 1. Honestly, I talked about it in a video right when Taomon Loop was gaining prevalence, that I thought this was the best way to hit Taomon Loop and keep Sakuyamon relevant. I think the Sakuyamon tribal support is perfectly fine. It's perfectly functional, and it is fun in its own right. But crutching on the Kazuhamon for the Taomon Loop is unhealthy. I don't think it was good for the game. It's kind of uninteractive, to be honest with you. I know some people will defend it. Some people think it's fun. I just don't think it had a place in the game. It has loop in the name. Just like purple hybrid looping things isn't good. I don't think Kazuhamon loop was good. So Kazuhamon getting restricted, I think, perfectly valid and is overall good for the health of the game. We see the Agunimon and Lobomon pair restricted to 1. I think this is just a general hit towards the hybrid packages, and quite honestly, I think it's fine. I don't know how much this actually does for the power of the deck, because I thought, I could be mistaken. I know that I think the Agunimon gets played in birds because you want to swing and just evo into the Ancient Greymon, if I'm not mistaken, which is cool and everything. I know you still have the combo with Aguni into like Burning Gray and then into Ancient Greymon, which is still, I mean, you still have gas in that deck. I don't see that killing the deck by any means. It just tones down the power level a little bit. The Lobomon, I honestly have no idea how relevant that was. I'm imagining if the Agunimon was relevant for getting into the Ancient Greymon, that Lobomon would also have been relevant to get into Ancient Gar. But again, these are decks I don't play, so I'm just gonna have to take somebody's word for it. Stingmon, yeah, I guess that's a hit to Imperial. It's the end of turn DNA, gain of memory. Interesting. I think that they hit this and not also the XVmon. I thought that most people agreed that both needed to be hit to 1, but I guess they don't want to completely outright nerf the crap out of the deck. But I think it would have been fine if they did nerf both of them and just restrict them to 1. So that's kind of interesting. Overall, ban list, I think it's good, honestly. I think it's healthy. I think it helps tone down the power level of a lot of decks. But let's answer the question, what does this do? Does this save casual Digimon? Now I'm going to answer that with a cop-out answer here. Joke's on you guys, I clickbaited you. The answer is no. I don't think casual Digimon needs saving. And why do I say that? So casual Digimon, in my opinion, is anything that is not a tournament setting. And I think if you're playing casually, you're not playing at your locals, you're just playing with some friends, or you're playing over webcam, or you're playing, in some unofficial capacity. You have the ability to curate the people you play with. You have the ability to have a conversation with the people you're playing with. And if you want to play a jank pile, you don't really want to play something meta or play against something meta. I do think it is fully within people's power, within the casual scope of the game, to find people to play with that share a mentality and to get fun games of Digimon in. I think because the meta is one way doesn't mean that everybody's locked into playing that way, and I don't think it means that you're locked out of playing the game a certain way. You just got to find the right people to play with. And in a day and age where everybody's connected by the internet, there's tons of Digimon Discords, there's tons of communities where people can play together and find like-minded individuals to play jank with. I just think that it was a non-issue to begin with. So yeah, there was no issue, there was no saving casual Digimon, there was nothing to save it from. But I thought, I'd get some of you guys to click the video by posing that question for you. So that's going to be for the Banlist reaction, Banlist video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. What does this hit? Does this nerf your deck? Are you upset about it? Or do you love it? Thank you guys for watching. Have a great day. Thank you to our channel members for supporting this channel. It's people like Langlong, Big Z11, Coffee Deus, and DigiDane who make videos like this possible.